Number 7 here. It's going to be a shock to maybe some of the
good
fans
shock
of this
or a
team.
bad shock? What do you think?
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I think
now you
coming
gotta
into this,
think about
if
this.
people know you,
Right.
they would have never thought that this quarterback would have gone this high in your ranking.
Right.
Now, they all think it's still too low, but I think it's a shock for many Eagles fans that we have waited this long to say your number 7 quarterback
My
is.
number 7 quarterback is Jalen Hurts. That's right. Listen, I'm not a jerk. I know I've said things and I've questioned him. I root for him. I hope he's yelling at me right there. I hope he's going, yeah, eat that shit, Simms. I'm number 7 now. Well, I hope I proved you wrong.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. I hope everybody knows that. But I think when you just start out with this guy right away, you just go, the ultimate gamer. The ultimate gamer. He really is. I think you could argue that he's the best leader in the NFL right now, right? I mean, I don't know if anybody –
Any position.
Just the effect. Mahomes, I think, is right up there, right? He's in that class to me where he's gone to that kind of guy. Mahomes, even Joe Burrow. I think you asked me, and I think it would be this group right there.
Lamar catching a stray right there.
Damn, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Oh wait, no, get that out of there.
Well,
Sorry.
I'll get into
Lamar.
I'll get into some Lamar here eventually, right? I'm not giving it away, but yeah. So I think that's the first place you start. A guy where the lights come on and he just makes it happen, and he is the ultimate gamer. Then you talk about, the leadership and all of that, and the effect. It goes way beyond just what we see on Sunday. It's about he lays the foundation on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, so they practice really well, and that's a part of him too.
But the thing that shocked me the most because we were talking about this a little bit before the pod, and I wanted to get you there off the top here.
Yeah.
Because it was not something I've heard you say about him in the past.
Right.
Leader, I've heard you say before. Ultimate gamer, I've heard you say before.
Right.
But there was something else about your film watching on him that stood out.
You liked what I said when I said, like, when you watch him back, he makes the right play and decision almost every time he drops back to pass.
That's not something I've heard you say before.
That's where when I knew he was a good decision maker always, but I think when I, again, go through this is why going through it again is a great thing. Like, okay, I formulated a list. Now I can dive a little deeper into some little details and nuances of what separates these guys and what makes them special. And I think when I started to look at that, I just went, damn, does he ever make the wrong decision? It's the right decision play after play after play. Whether it's the RPO game, the read option, or the drop back pass. That's where I look at it. And then, is it the throw is perfect every time? No. Okay, there's still some work we got to do in that department for sure. But his eyes and the ball goes to the right place almost always, and has a great feel for, aggressive and reckless, right? And that's where I give him too. He's an aggressive decision maker. Even though he might not have an elite arm like some of the other guys we're going to talk about, or maybe Rodgers we just talked about, his toughness in the pocket, the way he sees the field, and I think his just inability to, or his ability to be aggressive a little bit and just go, I'm going for it right here. Yeah. He makes a lot of big-time plays and throws that are aggressive. Where, listen, the guy we just talked about, there's some throws where I go, wait, you're better than Aaron Rodgers. You throw the ball better than Jalen Hurts, and here he is throwing that ball, and you're not. Why, right? And that's where, I love Jalen Hurts that way. And really, here's his other thing. His worst decisions are not even bad. That's the other thing I love about him, where you heard me say, his worst decisions are some of his throw it up to A.J. Brown throws. And they're kind of tactical. It's not like he's just like, let me throw it up into the mosh pit. Who cares where it goes? He's going, wait, my freak is freakier than everybody else.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to give him a chance here. So I don't even fault him for some of that. And that's where, that's where I think the gamer thing comes too, where he just go, wait, I gotta feel here. This is a time to take a chance, right? It might not be exactly what Sirianni or Shane Steichen told me on the chalkboard, but I'm just gonna use my natural God-given feel for the game and make it happen there. And that's where he is special.
He took a big step up in yards per game, 40 more yards per game. Big step up in quarterback rating last year. He was the fourth highest quarterback in the NFL last year, a 101 rating.
Great deep ball thrower.
5-year, $255 million contract extension. And this came from ESPN. Jeremy Fowler covers the team over there. Says they expect Hurts can make another major jump. He has done it every year. They believe he can be one of those elite precision-type pocket passers.
Okay.
So
I'm glad you're leading me down here.
That's the question.
Because that's where we're going here, right? Again, I know I'm viewed as the hater of Jalen Hurts, but there's a reason. There's a recent report that they were trying to trade for Russell Wilson last year, and again, there's some of these
things.
Not
that they were trying to; that they basically had a deal for Russell Wilson last year,
and he put the
Russell
kibosh on
turned it down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, these are things that we all needed to see. That's why I had him low last year. I wasn't trying to be a jerk. I was going, wait, the team was awesome, and they played a team that finally stopped the team, and they put it all on Jalen Hurts, and we went, okay, he needs to work on some things, right? In that Buccaneers playoff game.
You had him 25 last year, and that's right where you have Kenny Pickett this year, and like Justin Fields, and like other guys who
that you just don't know need
yet.
to see more, right? Exactly. But he showed me more. I'm not too prideful or stubborn that I'm not going to evaluate it for what it is.
But what about precision type pocket passer?
So let's get into that a little, because we know, like, one, he's a great runner, right? We talk about this. This is why he is where he is too. He's a game-changing runner. As a scrambler, as an extender of plays, and of course the game, the actual quarterback design runs. So that's part of this. I mean, that's part of what makes him really damn good. But the throwing is still, yes, there's more meat on the bone, as they say. I told you before, I said there's still a lot of throws when you watch him where you go, he misses throws. Now, they're so good, like we talked about with Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson and some of these other instances we've had. They're so good that the next play they run for 15 up the middle, or somebody else is open over the middle and he hits it, and we forget about it, right? So there's a little bit more of a room for error there. And I'm not saying that as a negative. It's just the facts of the matter there, And, yeah, he took advantage of a lot of it. But, yes, there is another level he can go in that department. And where I would use the example is he needs, and I think probably the reason they're saying this, his flaw, again, was a little shown in the Super Bowl. You couldn't play Aaron Rodgers the way the Chiefs played him, right? That's where they just sell out for the run and give you looks where you go, oh my gosh, this is the greatest passing look ever. We have to throw the ball, right?
Right.
Allen, Burrow, Mahomes would have been like, whoa, check one coach called. We're going deep here. They got everybody at the line of scrimmage. They're selling out to stop the run, right? And I think that's where they're going. We can go next level, because they're gonna, they're gonna play teams, and we know the NFL. People are gonna catch on to what they do and how they do it, and it is gonna start. We're gonna see more games this year where we're gonna go, oh, whoa, they're not running the ball on everybody like they were. Jalen Hurts is picking them apart in the passing game. And I think that's what they're talking about. And the jump he made from last year to this year, I don't doubt what they say, that there's another level to go up in precision and all that.
I would not have guessed still he would have been this high on your list, because if we're sitting there and you got a draft and you're drafting your quarterback in the first round, and sitting on the board, you have Deshaun Watson, you have Aaron Rodgers, you have Jalen Hurts right there.
I know what I'm getting from this guy. That's what I like about it. I know what I'm getting. I know there's some things that I could put in my offense with him that's going to work no matter what. And then I'm big into the leadership. We can win the game because we got him at quarterback, and he's clutch, as we saw. So it's all of that. Does the hype become a little too much for me at times? Yes. Like I told you, I think a lot of people, if they played the way that Super Bowl went, my point with the Super Bowl, and he did a lot of awesome things, but you know my point, is that it was a 10-point lead. He was on the better team. A lot of quarterbacks, if they were in that situation, would have been vilified. If Mahomes lost the game like that, he'd be vilified. Josh Allen, Burrow, whatever. That was my only point, right? And I know he still had a great game, but my point was, again, like what I was saying, that he needs to improve some areas so teams can't play them like that anymore, right? Because like I try to, and I know this, I don't mean to sound like, but again, if a team played Mahomes like that, he wouldn't have thrown for 350. He would have thrown for 550. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying that's an area that Jalen Hurts can improve on. And it seems like it's all going in that direction as we're watching it.
And Giants fan Pete in my ear goes, and remember he dropped the ball that was a fumble the other way too. So he just wanted to make sure we got the he's biased.
Yeah,
but but we get
that's all I'm saying. And it's all going on the up and up. And I'm extremely impressed with the turn he made in the throwing department.
Yep.
But would I be going, oh no, he's good? I'd be lying to everybody going, oh, he went to the Super Bowl. He's good, everybody. No, you know me. I'm here to keep it real. He's got some work to do in that department as far as accuracy, throwing consistent spirals. Like you saw in even the Chicago game, there's some games where it gets windy. He doesn't spin the ball great all the time, so the wind can affect his football a little bit. But all in all, man, we got a guy going in the right direction.
Yeah, you had him a little low last year. The Eagles were low on him last year, as we've heard with the reports.
There was the unknowns.
So we've
That's what I think. Everybody was going, I don't know if he can do this. I don't know if he can this is a big thing.
Yeah.
We said it for Tim Tebow for 7 years. Is he going to turn around throwing? Is he going to turn around throwing? Right? So it's not like one of those things where you go, okay, it's good, but now to go to the next level, it's just not as easy as everybody thinks, and he did that.
His new teammate, Terrell Edmonds, the safety that came over from the Steelers, says, man, he's super smart. He said you can just tell the way he can diagnose a play, what he's looking at, what kind of keys he's trying to check for, and he's trying to eye control the safety so they can get off leverage and everything. He's as advertised, and he goes out there every day with a hard hat on.
He does.
So basically, that's kind of
what I was just saying,
what you
right?
just said.
Yeah. He's really nuanced in how he sees the game and how he moves people, and like I said, the decision making. It's really good. Now it's just, like we said, painting corners, the appropriate ball here and there, just a little polish on this thing, and who knows where this could go.
So what about his supporting cast this year? So his running backs, a little bit of a change there. You got Rashad
Penny's there, right?
Now with
and DeAndre
Swift,
right?
Don't Miles Sanders there anymore. Sayumulo, the guard, is gone. They got a rookie. Tyler Steen is penciled in as perhaps a starting guard now.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, is what I'm telling you. They're going to be awesome.
I think they'll still be pretty strong,
right? I mean, Tyler Steen, Landon Dickerson is the other guard. Yep. How about the guy they took in second round at center last year, in Cam Jurgen, who could also play guard, right? So they got plenty. Don't worry about the Eagles roster and their supporting cast. It's awesome and awesomer and awesomeness all the way through. So, the differences this year is just that, they're the team. Everybody in football knows that.
Yeah.
And
well, that's a question too. And so I think that's a good last point on this is that Shane Steichen is gone.
Yep.
He was partly the architect here. So was Nick Sirianni, who was obviously still there.
Right.
But you bring in Brian Johnson right now, and you do have a task this year of, there are some teams that showed a way to maybe play the Eagles, the Chiefs being one of them in the Super Bowl. Can Brian Johnson bring out a new level to this offense, or are there going to be some bumps in the road here early on?
I would think so. I think, again, that's where I think the passing offense can maybe take another step in that direction, right? Where, hey, more concepts. He showed us he's great in all 3-step and 5-step drops, and we can do all of that instead of like maybe last year was a little more tailored around to what we think he did best. I think it can expand. I think you're going to see more ideas. I think they're going to, as into the quote you said before, they're going to start throwing more on his plate as far as concepts because they think he can take the next step to be an elite level thrower like you quoted them as, and I think that's where you'll see that.
He's in the Leapers division this year.
Leapers division.
He can take a little bit of, maybe not a leap, but a little bit of a hop. Maybe you can take a hop next year into the top 5. We will see on your number 7 quarterback, Jalen Hurts. The Eagles fans, there's nothing you can hate in that one. Like, try me, Eagles fans.
Wow, go. I like it.
Because it's not towards me, it's towards Chris anyway. So see if there's anything in there that you can hate.
Yo. Thanks for watching, homies. It's the off season, but there's no off season for us here at Unbuttoned. Me, Ahmed Fareed, we're going to hit all the stories. So hit subscribe for us, okay? We got a ton coming up. My draft prospect rankings, my Simms top 40 quarterback countdown, and videos of me and NFL QBs playing catch and talking about their development and mechanics. Again, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. See you soon.